On the edge of the village stood a small mud house, its walls clearly marked by the passage of time. In that house lived 16-year-old Haris with his mother. His father worked as a laborer in the city. Their financial condition was not good, but their hearts were full of love for one another. Every morning, Haris would wake up at dawn, sweep the courtyard, and eat and have breakfast with his mother. Most days, breakfast was simple bread and tea. His mother would always smile and say, "My son, when there is blessing in food, even a little is enough." Haris would smile back, but he knew his mother was hiding her own needs. Haris' father would come home only after several months. Whenever he returned, it felt like spring had entered their home. Sometimes he brought sweets, sometimes a small inexpensive toy for Haris. At night, they would sit in the courtyard, and his father would tell stories about the city. Haris listened with great interest and he dreamed that one day he would become strong and hardworking like his father. But one day, everything changed. That day, dark clouds covered the sky, and there was a strange uneasiness in the air. In the afternoon, a man from the village hurried to their house. His face looked serious. He took Haris' mother aside and he whispered something to her. The glass of water slipped from her hand and fell to the ground. Tears filled her eyes. Haris stood behind the door, watching everything, unable to understand what was happening. By evening, the news had spread throughout the village. There had been an accident in the city. The roof of a building had collapsed, injuring man workers, and Haris' father was among them. He would not be coming back. Those words echoed in Haris' ears. He will not be coming back. Silence fell over the house. The old wooden chair in the courtyard, the chair where his father used to sit and drink tea, now stood empty. Every day, Haris would look at the chair, hoping the door would open and his father would walk in. But the door never opened. His mother became quieter than before. She would stay awake late at night, looking at old photographs and silently wiping her tears. For the first time, Haris saw how fragile his mother truly was. One night, he sat beside her and said, "Mother, don't worry. You will work. Together, we will manage everything." She placed her hand on his head and replied softly, "My son, you are still a child." But Haris knew he was no more longer a child. The next day, he began looking for work in the village. Sometimes he worked in the fields. Sometimes he carried goods at a shop. Blisters formed on his hands, but he never complained. Every evening, he returned home exhausted, yet he smiled in front of his mother. Time passed. Haris continued his education as well. He knew that if he studied, he might be able to build a better life. Working during the day and studying at night became his routine. Years later,